So I saw that King Charles's coronation is going to be on May 6th of next year. That's a message. I don't care what anybody says. That is a message coming from the royal family. And it says one of two things, you know, quite honestly. It's just like there are 365 days in a fucking year. They could have chose any goddamn day they wanted to choose, and they chose May 6th, Archie's birthday. You're gonna tell me that's not a message? They're not sending a message to Harry and Meghan? I feel that. But again, in the elevator. I feel that. But do I even have my keys? I don't even have my fucking keys. Look at me trying to get out the house. I ain't even no goddamn keys. Hot mess. Okay, so I got my keys, got on the elevator. Well, let's see if I can make it down without anybody getting on with me. But I think it's saying one of two things. It's either like this is how irrelevant we feel that you and your family are. Here we go. Okay, so like I was saying, I honestly think it means that they feel that the family, well, they're trying to say, because, you know, there's this whole fight about the titles and whether they should have the titles or not. So I feel like they're trying to say pretty much, you and your family and little Archie are that irrelevant that we didn't even remember it was the child's birthday. So we put it on the birthday. It's so crazy because typically it's dead in the morning, but however, this morning when I have some thoughts that I want to get out, everybody and their mother is out. But basically what I was trying to say is that, oh, maybe they're trying to say this family and little Archie is that irrelevant that, oh, we're going to act like we forgot it was the child's birthday and put the king's coronation on the child's birthday. Or they're sending a message at, like, you are not that important. I'm putting you in your place. Remember who the hell you are. And the king is going to have his ceremony, his coronation on your child's birthday, on your son's birthday, and you can't do a damn thing about it. So now you have to choose if you're going to celebrate your son's birthday. Are you going to come and support the king for his coronation, which possibly I think you may have to be invited. So who knows if they would even be invited to the coronation. It's messy. It's messy as fuck. But all I know is that it is a message from the royal family, the establishment, the firm, whatever it is. It is a message to Harry and Meghan. And it's just like, oh. Like, it goes so deep. And then apparently she released her latest episode of her podcast, I believe yesterday, and she was saying that, like, she's been branded as this hysterical, crazy woman. So we're gonna get into a little bit more of that. It is early as hell. I'm on my way to work, but I just had that thought in my mind when I was seeing about the king's coronation being on Archie's birthday. Like, that, I'm sorry. I'm like, whether you are a Meghan hater, a Meghan supporter, you're somewhere in between like me, that's saying something. That's a burn. Like, that is a burn. So I'll see you guys a little bit later. Okay, you guys, so I am back home. Woo! And I actually have work at home tomorrow, and then Friday I'm off, so I ain't going to that bitch for 4 fucking days, and I can't fucking wait. Okay, but anyway, I'm just excited about that. I'm so excited. Like, oh my god, time off is just like everything. It is everything and then some to just have your own time. But this morning I was talking about Miss Meghan, as we do here, and about how the coronation is on little Archie's birthday, and how obviously this is a message. How could it not be a message? I wanted to tick, but it's a message. How could it not be a message? So we have that. It's not clear if they're going to be invited to the coronation yet. But one thing that I did see that was interesting that I keep seeing is this account, Dr. Lady Husey, okay? And she keeps tweeting stuff about this Lady C. And I've brought her up before, and I was like trying to figure out who the hell she was. But this time I actually looked it up. So she's been making all these tweets about Meghan and Harry. Like, for instance, Lady C says that if Harry's wife wanted to repair her reputation internationally, she would apologize and make up with her own family. If not, Lady C says there's no comeback for her ever. First of all, how does Lady C know this? Obviously, she has some connects somewhere. Secondly, quite honestly, I still think if Meghan were to pen an apology to the royal family, I don't know if it would be accepted. And what is that apology letter going to say? I am sorry for coming in here and wanting to do things my own way. Like, I am sorry for possibly lying about past things in my life. I mean, like, what is an apology letter going to say? She also says, Lady C says that in LA, Harry's wife is a small-time grifter in a bigger pond of more sophisticated grifters. Like, what does that mean? Also, Lady C says that Harry's wife has written a letter to William and Catherine that when they go to Boston, they are to come to California so that they can work things out between them. So apparently, Catherine, the Prince and Prince of Wales, are coming to Boston, so they'll be in the States. So apparently Lady C is saying that Meghan penned a letter saying they should come to California so they could talk and work things. So who is Lady C? Let's look this up. Who is Lady C? We'll get on here. Hold on. Why is this? Okay. Who is Lady C? She is Lady Colin Campbell, all right? So this is a little picture of Lady C right there. I believe I've seen her on YouTube before. So apparently she is a British Jamaican author, socialite, and television personality who has published 7 books about the British royal family. So she knows her shit, is what I'm hearing. And she has connections. Connections, honey. So it's just like, okay, we'll see what happens with this coronation. We'll see if they get an invite. It is a snub. It is a fucking burn. Any way you fucking flip it, any way you want to look at it, that having the coronation on their birthday, on the baby's birthday, that's a lot. So apparently, it's going to be May 6th of next year. It is going to be held at Westminster Abbey, as it has been since 1066. That is, wow. Like, so the royal family in British history, it's old. It's very, very old. That shit goes way back. So I do understand some of the tradition and wanting to keep that alive. But also you have to move with the times and be modern and do this, that, and another. And from what I'm reading here, it seems like they are trying to move in that way, because it says that Queen Elizabeth's coronation, she had 8,000 people on that day. 8,000 people guessed, okay? And it's rumored that for King Charles' coronation, there will only be 2,000. So that list is about to be tight. About to be the event of the British season to go to King Charles's coronation. And only 2,000 people are getting in or guests. And then apparently Queen Elizabeth's coronation was 4 whole hours, y'all. 4 hours. And they're trying to make King Charles's 1. So I think that it is very much modernizing this. It is going to be on TV just like the Queen's was. That was something that I believe hadn't happened before. So we'll have to see. And it says here that it's very unclear on what's going to happen. But they're saying that both children have been snubbed because Lilibet, when it was her birthday, it was during the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. But I'm just like, I don't see that as much of a burn, because it was like a week long or maybe even longer event, you know, like, I don't think that it went that deep with the Platinum Jubilee. But with this, the baby is about to turn 4. They know his birthday, and they said, we're doing the King's coronation on his birthday, and we really don't give a fuck what you have to say about it. So I just thought that was very interesting. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think it's a snub? Do you think they just didn't remember? No, they did that shit on purpose. They did that shit on purpose, and I really don't care what anybody has to say. I really don't. So also, something that I've been seeing is a lot of pictures of Miss Amber, right? She's jet setting around Spain, going here, going there, seen her with the baby, seen her with the new girlfriend, all this, that, and other. Then, as we know, Johnny is on his new tour, so he's around the States. We're seeing videos, we're seeing pictures of him greeting fans, like awesome, lovely. But this same exact thing happened when Johnny was on tour in the UK. All of a sudden, all these pictures of Amber started coming out. It's like she wants to be in direct competition with Johnny. Johnny's getting attention, so I need to put out pictures of me. Johnny's doing this, so I need to act like I'm doing something. It's just like, girl. Girl. So one of these pictures though that I've seen, it's just like, it kind of makes you really think. And I want to see if I can find it. Okay. So you guys remember all those pictures of Amber with this bruise on her face, all right? In 2016 when she went and got that TRO. Look at this picture that this person has compiled. So that is the picture there. You see the mark right there back from 2016. The mark that she's claiming is a bruise from Johnny beating up on her face with rings on every fucking finger. Lying ass bitch. There's another one of pictures she submitted. But then if you look down here, and I'm going to try to show you, this is a picture from this year, days ago, and she has the same mark on her face, and it looks the exact same. So this bitch tried to make a pimple into bruises, and it has reappeared years later in the same exact spot, looking the same exact. Yet we hear today that she's put her appeal out and has 16 fucking points on which she wants to appeal. When your bitch ass, your pictures were noted to be edited, coming out of an edited some type of system, and we're seeing right here of you walking around fucking Spain with the same goddamn mark on your face. What are you appealing? What are you appealing? I'm not even worried or concerned about this because it's gonna go nowhere. It's gonna go absolutely nowhere. There's no way. There's no fucking way. So I'm not even gonna let it concern me. She can do what she wants to do, waste the money that she does not have. Like, where the fuck is this money coming from? Shit, I need my lighter because I wanted to toke. Hold on. Yeah, so Miss Amber, nobody gives, you're not winning shit. Go ahead and pay up the money. You should have been paid the fucking money. This is ridiculous. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. It is the most annoying thing in the world. Let this man live. Let him go about his fucking business like he has been. He wants to leave you in the fucking dust, and that's what it's going to be. Fuck. And no, I did not find my lighter. This is a candle lighter. Have y'all ever literally just had something in your hand? I just had the lighter in my hand. And I guess sometimes when you're moving fast, you're not thinking. And now I have no clue where my lighter is. So I'm having to use this one. So hold on. Ooh, that was a big one. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's still more. Oh my goodness. That hit. Maybe I've been using the wrong lighter all along. I need to use this one. But, oh, that got me. Jesus. That got me. But yeah, Amber, I really don't understand. And I mean, when I think about it, because I've also been seeing some stuff about, how Megan in her podcast, she's been using certain anecdotes, different stories, and they've come from other movies or shows and this, that, and the other. And I will say a similarity from freaking AH is that she was pulling different stories and scenarios from other people's lives and movies and this, that, and another. So I do see that similarity, but I just see Amber as it's on another level. It's on another fucking level with that woman. It really is. So the 16 points, I'm not into legal jargon, but you can see it here. The law people are in fight, y'all. So, I mean, they may not have time to analyze this all out for you because they're sitting up here fighting dang on legal bites, RICO law. Just a fucking. Saw Colonel Kurtz get in on it, and she's defending legal bites, and it's all over because I believe Rika Law, he got his YouTube was taken down. I think it was last week, and I try to keep up with all this shit, but whatever. His YouTube was taken down last week, and it was like this whole big thing because this woman was coming after him or whatnot. So it was taken down, and there was like this whole campaign and thing to get Rika back on YouTube. Obviously, it happened. He's back on YouTube, which is great. I just don't think people should be deplatformed. Well, I think certain people should be deplatformed, like Kanye West. Like, do we even have to go there? Like, I really think it's okay for his Twitter and his IG to be taken down because the nonsense that he is spreading, the shit that he is doing is insane. But with these law people, they're going at it and whatnot and calling each other out because people felt like Legal Bites didn't give enough support about Rika being off. And it's like, people have lives. Like, people work actual jobs and do this on the side because it's a hobby, like this, that, and another. And it's just like, it's just not that deep. And like, all this stemmed from the Johnny Depp trial. Like, let's be honest, like, it brought a lot of attention to a lot of other creators. That's why I'm even sitting here right now. Like, my highest videos on this channel are Johnny Depp. Like, and so like, now you get all this attention, your channel is growing, and it's this, that, and other. It's hard to manage. So I just think that people need to really have some grace for others. Like, that's my favorite word now. It's like I learned it over my weekend at the sister circle, but like, people need to really start having some grace from one another. So I don't know if anybody has like even gone over this shit on the legal jargon channels and all that, because they over there fighting, and it's just like, what the hell? What the actual hell? But I definitely think that people, like, I don't think it's right to dox people and inappropriately report them so their shit gets taken down. That's so fucking petty. And the fact that you have the time to do that, to constantly be like, what the fuck is your problem that you have the time to do that? Like, get a life. Get a life. So I don't think that people should be deplatformed. I do believe in freedom of speech, but there's certain things when you're just spreading hate and lies and false information, like people like Trump, Kanye. Like, yes, I do believe you need to be fucking removed because clearly you are creating chaos and that's your sole purpose, and you need to be taken away. You need to be sat the fuck down somewhere. So I think at this point, Kanye only has TikTok. I think I saw that he has a TikTok still. So I think that it's right. I don't want to see this shit. He's talking about Jewish people, and like, I'm seeing his cult school. The school, people are sending their kids to this Donda school. His mother was Donda, who passed. They're sending their kids to this Donda school for $15,000, not accredited. $15,000 to send your child to this school. And I saw the video, which I'm sure you've seen as well, of them like singing "Good Morning, Donda," and they're all in the same shit, and it's weird. It's weird. It's creepy. It seems cultish. It seems like there's some shit going on there. We all know that Kanye, there's something not right. I don't understand how Kim dealt with it for so long. She has been so up and up on this. She could have gone so low so many fucking times with this man. She could have gone so low, but she's like, say what you want about Kim, she's kept it classy and cute with him. She truly, truly has, because I could not with that man. He's insane. So, since the legal people are a little busy, I'll see what this says. This is an appealant's designation of assignments of error. Okay. So they're appealing because they feel like there's some type of error. Bitch, you are the error. Your existence is an error. Like, what is this shit? Okay. The trial court erred, and they're spelling erred. I didn't even know you could spell erred like this. It's ERRED. Whoa, mind blown. The court erred in declining to dismiss the action on the ground of forum non-convenience. Yeah, I have no clue what that means. 2. The court erred by denying the supplemental plea in bar and ruling the November 2020 judgment of the United Kingdom High Court of Justice. Oh my God. The trial court erred in denying the demurrer and plea in bar and ruling as a matter of law that had why can they not just say what the fuck it is? I didn't like when he said this, therefore I'm appealing because of that. Like, why does it have to be all this fucking whacked out verbiage that I don't understand? Legal jargon, the fact that it has a name for this shit. What's one I can understand? The trial court erred in admitting evidence at trial related to Ms. Heard's pledge to donate money to charity and evidence related to Ms. Heard's alleged abuse of third parties. Bitch, you did not. You did not. You did not. You did not donate. What the fuck? You did not donate. The trial, number 16, is the trial court erred in denying the motion to set aside the jury's verdict and upholding the amount of jury damages award in the light of Depp's failure to provide punitive damages and the excessiveness of the compensatory and punitive. Oh, because basically that's saying the punitive damages of like the 5 mil, whatever it was, that was humiliating and unjust. And she didn't like that. It was excessive. You are the most excessive person on the fucking planet. You got up on fucking TV for the world to fucking see your back. See your ass. See your fucking ass. And you fucking lied in the eyes of everybody. That is excessive as fuck. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? So nobody cares. Like, whatever. Well, obviously I care because I was just talking about it. But yeah. And Colonel Kurtz was talking about Emma Roberts. Y'all remember Emma Roberts? People forget about little Miss Emma Roberts. She's been very successful. And now her shit's coming up because she abused Evan Peters. Damn. 22-year-old Emma Roberts, Eric Roberts' daughter, and Julia Roberts' niece, was taken into custody early July 7th in Montreal. This is years ago, I believe. Getting in an altercation with Peters, who stars in American Horror Story. According to Montreal law enforcement sources, someone called police to report a fight in Evan and Emma's hotel room. So they must have been loud as fuck. They were in there going at it. Going at it. Oh my God, that someone heard them and called the cops. Ooh, God. The cops were told when they arrived, they observed Evan had a bloody nose. Emma was immediately arrested. Damn. Emma got down like that. Why is it always TMZ getting these stories? Like, I don't fucking know. They have connections that are fucking wild. Literally wild. Oh, this is the video. Oh. Look at them, little babies, $15,000. It's like a chant. Like, I kind of like, if I listened to it too long, I feel like I would have been like in some fucking trance. Like, no! Oh my God. That is scary. That is absolutely terrifying. The Holocaust Museum invited Kanye to the museum to educate his crazy ass. And I don't say crazy to be dismissive. I say crazy because there's something truly wrong. There's something truly wrong. I think I need to turn some light on. Okay, that's a little better. But other than that, y'all, as I've rambled on, I did want to touch on an update about the Excelsior Springs case that's going on in Missouri. Very recent, like very, very recent, like last week, into the beginning of this one. Just fucking ridiculous. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the case where a girl basically escaped from this man's house. His name's Tim Haslett. Escaped from this man's house. She has like this metal choker around her neck. She has ligature marks, like all this shit, like starving, like all this. And she's knocking on people's doors. Obviously no one's answering the door because it's kind of sketchy to do that nowadays. You just don't know. And so finally she gets to the door of these ladies. They open the door, let her in, and she's like telling them like what's going on. She has this metal fucking choker around her neck, and they're like, what the fuck is going on? And she's like, I escaped and my friends didn't. Don't call the cops because he'll kill us both. Obviously the ladies call the cops get there, and like this man was apparently somewhere dropping his son off at fucking school. He has a kid, and he had a woman or women in his basement, starving them with metal fucking, apparently they were like homemade shock collars or something. And it's just like, that is terrifying. You could be sitting in your fucking home and some bullshit like that is going on next door and you have no clue. They had been there since September and you have no clue. And it's, I'm so happy that she escaped. I'm so happy that the woman answered the door. Like, they were pulling barrels, blue fucking barrels out of this man's house. Like, who does that sound like? Like, and the fact that it was women that didn't get, like, some that did not make it. And it's like, you don't want to live your life in fear. Like, you really don't. You want to enjoy life, do what it is that you want. You don't live your life in fear and be like one of those paranoid fucking people, but you do have to be vigilant. So this is the probable cause document for Tim Haslett Jr. Disgusting. Oh my god. And it's actually like a picture of the actual document, so it's a little hard to read, but I'm gonna try to see as much as I can. Let's see what the comments say. So apparently from the document, the victim is identified as a black female. Would be interested to know exactly how she escaped. I wish you would have blacked out the victim's residential address, so we will not be showing that. There are some things blacked out. So I'm gonna try to read this as best as I can, and then I'll leave you guys alone. And we gotta like do something with dinner, or maybe have leftovers. We had like this buffalo chicken casserole thing. It's pretty good. But so it says, I, Sergeant Brian K. Kennedy, a sworn law officer of the state of Missouri, see Popo, coming to get Tim Haslett, because what the fuck, dude. I have probable cause to believe that on 10/7/2022 in Excelsior Springs, Missouri, Timothy Marin Haslett Jr., white male, has committed one or more of the criminal offenses: kidnapping, 1st degree; sodomy, 1st degree; armed criminal action. 2. The facts supporting this belief are as follows. On 10/7/2022 at about 7:47 in the morning, Excelsior Spring officers were dispatched to, blanked out, on the report of a female who showed up at the front door wearing a trash bag. Jesus. Metal collar with a padlock and duct tape around her neck. The party advised the caller, blacked out, that she had been held hostage at a nearby residence since September. Fucking crazy, scary shit in this world is going on. And I think sometimes I watch too much like crime shit and like scary shows and whatnot, and sometimes that shit does get in your spirit and you be getting a little paranoid. But like, oh my god. Okay, so the trash, like, thank God she escaped, and I really feel for the families of the women. I hope they discover who have went through this. I could not even fathom, like, you can't even fathom being in a situation like that, and my heart goes out to them, and I'm so glad that this man was caught. Fuck. Okay. Upon the officers' arrival at the residence, they found a black female. She was wearing latex lingerie and a metal collar around her neck with a padlock and duct tape around her neck. TJ advised that a man by the name of Timothy picked her up at Prospect in Kansas City at the beginning of September 2022. She advised Timothy had kept her in a small room in the basement that he had built to keep her restrained in handcuffs on her wrists and ankles. She was able to get free when he left to take his child to school. It sounds like a horror movie. It sounds like this man sat and watched fucking Saw and whatever the fuck else movies like that over and over and over again. It got so fucked up in the head and made his own fucking dungeon. It's disgusting. Like, it's so sad. So she escaped when the child went to school, when he was taking his kid to school. And the fact that he has a kid, just like, it's so twisted. It's so twisted. The child is going to need the most therapy in life. Like, what? Excelsior Springs EMS removed the lock from the collar as it was restricting TJ's breathing. TJ was transported to the Excelsior Springs Hospital by ambulance. Sergeant Samantha Nash, St. John, rode in the ambulance. TJ advised she could point out the residence if the ambulance could drive by. As the ambulance drove by, crossed out, TJ indicated it was the residence where she was held hostage. TJ, excuse me. Excuse him. Wow. Oh wow, this is so sad. Where did it go? TJ further advised that Timothy had whipped her while she was restrained. I should have said a trigger warning in the beginning. I didn't know it was going to be like this. TJ further advised that Timothy had whipped her while she was restrained. There were injuries on blank back that were consistent with this description. TJ advised that Timothy had R-worded her multiple times. What the fuck? And frequently while she was held hostage. A records check of blank showed that the residence was Timothy Haslett's, white male. Officers set up at the residence waiting for Haslett to arrive at about 8:41 in the morning. Haslett arrived in a gray Dodge Ram pickup, and it has his whole fucking VIN number, Missouri license plate, whole fucking license plate, not blacked out. Officers conducted a felony traffic stop at the vehicle and took Haslett into custody on an unrelated animal control violation. And this gets really blurry. This page. Let's see. Judge Lewis Angles issues search warrant, and then the officers observed a room in the basement consistent with what TJ had described. I believe Timothy Marion Haslett will not appear upon a summons. Haslett currently has 3 active warrants for failure to appear out of Clay County, Missouri, Cooper County, Missouri, and Liberty, Missouri. I believe Timothy Marion Haslett poses a danger to a crime victim, the community, and another person. Yes, Haslett is accused of kidnapping, sodomy, and armed criminal action. Haslett has numerous firearms at his residence. It's fucking scary. And this is basically like saying all his charges of the R word, the sodomy. He will not get parole until 85% of this sentence has been served. The range of punishment for the unclassified felony of first degree R-word and sodomy is imprisonment in the custody of the Missouri Department of Correction for life or for a term of years not less than 5 years. fuck no. Keep that motherfucker in there. Wow. So yeah, you guys, that's what's going on with Excelsior Springs. So that is really sad. I hope that TJ is what they're referencing her as, is getting the help that she needs. This is gonna be very hard. I hope she has family and support that's gonna be there for her, because it's absolutely ridiculous, and this man needs to answer for what he's done. Like, what is in the barrels? What the fuck else was in his basement? What happened to the other girls who didn't make it? Like, so eventually I guess we'll know more. But sorry to leave that on a sad note, but that seems to be the way of the world, you guys. Just crazy shit popping off every day, so you just gotta be careful. That's why I say, in this crazy, crazy world, because it is crazy. It's fucking wild out here. And I just found my lighter. It was underneath this blanket. Don't you know? But alright, you guys, I will see you a little bit later, but I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and yeah, goodbye.